Now, in the first episode of the £10 game collection, we started things strong and we got some awesome pickups, some pickups that I really didn't expect to get, including some brand new PlayStation 4 games. If you haven't seen that episode, then you should definitely check it out, and there will be a link somewhere up here or in the description below. However, we're moving quick and fast, and episode 2 of the £10 game collection is even more awesome than the last episode. This week we get some awesome retro pickups and we actually start to build a genuine video game collection. Kick off your shoes, relax your socks, and let's check it out. Now, if you love retro games, video game hunting and game collections, you are in the right place, because we cover a ton of stuff in the world of retro game collecting, and there are over hundreds of episodes you can check out here on the Chronik Spartan gaming channel. If you want to enjoy this journey, join in the fun, and learn everything that I know about retro gaming, then hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. Now let's get into this week's awesome £10 game collection challenge. So in the last week we've sold a load from the collection. We have sold Need for Speed Shift, which I was surprised for that one to go actually. We sold Assassin's Creed Rogue today, and we also sold Infinite Undiscovery. Now I was really surprised for Infinite Undiscovery to go, because although it had like 170 odd watches, no one seemed to be doing anything on it. But this week, a couple of days ago, someone pulled the trigger and decided they wanted it, and it's a really nice copy, to be honest. So someone's getting a good deal with that. And also, we just sold Shadow of the Colossus. So all we've got left in the collection now is a new in-box, The Hunter for PlayStation 4. Again, that's got a few watches. I think that'll be selling pretty soon. But anyway, we've got a bit of money in the account again, and so today, actually yesterday, I saw an offer on 4 Xbox 360 games. It seems to be Xbox 360 and PS3 that are the games that are popping up the most right now. But anyway, yeah, so I saw an offer on 4 games for £15, but in those 4 games, there's a sealed, complete in box, obviously sealed, brand new copy of the game, and there's a steelbook. And I think altogether, in total, they're worth about 50 quid. So I'm on my way there now to pick that up. I'm waiting on a final message from the guy because I know whereabouts to meet him. I just need the exact spot. I hope he pulls through and I don't have a wasted journey. But anyway, we're on there to get those, and I'll show you what they are in a bit. So we got them and I'm super psyched. Quick little look through because I've got a wife with 3 kids waiting at home and she's getting tired. But anyway, Evil Within Collector's Edition. We've got Castlevania Lord of Shadows Collection, 2 discs in there. We've got the Tales of Vesperia. I thought this was sealed, it's not, but it's as good as new, but I still think we'll get something good for that. And we got the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Steelbook. So let's take a better look at these. Back in the game room. So after a few successful sales, the £10 game collection is looking pretty small. All we've got left right now is The Hunter Call of the Wild. Still sealed, still got a few watches on it, but I might have to lower the price a little bit on that one to get it shifted. And the collection is going to continue to look small because despite picking up those 4 games we just discussed, the only one I've got left right now is the Evil Within, because yes, the other ones literally sold immediately. I couldn't believe how fast they sold. They sold so fast, in fact, that I didn't even get a chance to get some proper footage of them. So I'm just going to have to show you the eBay pictures and the eBay listing as well to show you the great condition that those games were in and what they sold for as well. Like I said, picking these up, I knew they were a good deal. I knew for £15 I was getting a lot for my money. I knew the steelbook for Assassin's Creed was gonna go pretty quickly, and I had a good feeling that the Castlevania collection would as well. And Tales of Vesperia is one of those games as well that comes up a lot in discussions of collectors. I think people who like the series, who know the series, want that game, and Because of that, those 3 games, like I said, they went quicker than I thought, but I'm really pleased because it means we've got a nice big fun to play with now. And what we do have left is this wonderful copy of The Evil Within. What I didn't realize is that when I opened it, it is actually, let me just slide it out here, it's actually brand new as well. It's sealed still. Let's get the focus sorted. Yeah, it's still sealed, and I didn't realize that in the listing. So it's complete there with the manual and everything. So let's seal that back up nicely, make sure we get no damage on it. And this is what we've got now. Let's put the big one on the bottom first. This is what we've got now. We've got The Evil Within on the Xbox 360, and we've got The Hunter Call of the Wild. So now we've got a decent little pot. I'm not going to make the mistake I made in the last episode in trying to get all the numbers right, because I got them all wrong. So I'm just going to pop it up on the screen and you'll see what we've got. So now I'm going to jump on Facebook Marketplace, because I think we should be able to find something decent. We should be able to find something good with this. So a pretty good start to this week for the £10 game collection. We only have 2 games in the game collection itself, and we don't have any consoles to play them on. However, we are starting to build up a bit of a fund now with over 50 quid. Like I said, I did know those games were going to sell really well. I had a really good feeling about them. But one thing I did learn is record the footage as soon as I get back. Now, with over 50 quid burning a hole in my pocket, I was eager to get back on Facebook Marketplace, which, to be honest, by this time we're starting to get a little bit cold. It wasn't as hot as it was in the previous week, but we did find something epic. I'm really excited about this one. Sunday afternoon, and we are out for a massive pickup. It's not big in terms of quantity, but it's our first console, and I am super excited. Last night on Facebook Marketplace, I saw a SNES pop up with 3 games, one of them which sells for a pretty decent amount, going for £55. So I bargained down to 50 quid, and I am on my way to grab our first console for the collection. Not too bad from 10 quid, eh? We got the 3 kids in tow today, giving the wife a little bit of a break. And I think we might go for a bit of a McDonald's trip on the way back. What do you think, guys? Got it, and I am really happy. It looks good. Let's have a quick sneaky look. We got the Super Nintendo. There we go. There you go, dude. It's right there. And the good old-fashioned PAL style. Original Super Nintendo controller. A little bit damaged there, but I've got some spare controllers at home. I might swap it out, or I might clean this up and try and do a repair job. I might even customize it, actually. That could be fun. Do a bit of a Russ Lyman on it. And we got 3 games. We got Weapon Lord. We got Stunt Race FX. We'll play all these when we get home, man. We'll check them out. And this is the big hitter, Dungeon Master. I'd never heard of this before, but when I checked it out, it sells for 50 quid alone, that game. So 50 quid for the whole bundle. I am really psyched. So we're going to get home, we're going to clean these up, check them out in a bit more detail, play them. I'll see what I'm going to do with that controller, and we'll have a think about what we're going to keep. I'm really tempted to keep the first console. I'm really tempted to keep the first console we got for the for this collection, but we'll get home. Let's jump back to the game room. This is a big moment, guys. Let's make some space here on this mini shelf. We'll put those back in a minute, because we are now adding the first console to the £10 game collection. That's a little bit precarious there. I think it's all right. We'll keep it there for the video right now. Anyway, so there we go. There is our Super Nintendo for our £10 game collection. And on top of that, we get ourselves a Super Nintendo controller as well. Not too bad. You can see there's a little bit of a little bit out of the controller there. I can't think of the word I'm thinking of, but you can see that bit there. And there's a tiny little crack on the edge there, but not too bad at all. I've tried this out. It works really well. I've cleaned it inside out, opened it up, got all the gunk out. So we'll pop that there. We have the power cable. And we have the old school connection. And we don't just have the console, we also have Stunt Race effects. I've cleaned everything up here. There's a little bit of a mark on there, but I think that's fair enough when we're dealing with cartridges of this age. So we add stunt effects there. Next up we have Weapon Lord. Now I've tried all these games out. Stunt effects I wasn't that impressed with, to be honest. The frame rate is terrible, but you know, it was the FX engine back in the day. Weapon Lord actually looks really good. I love the graphics in it. There's a character in there that looks like Kratos from God of War. I wonder if he was inspired by that character. And then we have Dungeon Master. Now this alone sells for about £50. I couldn't believe it when I saw in the deal that this was in there. I mean, I'd never heard the game before, but when I researched it and realized it was sold for £50, I was really surprised. It's like a first-person dungeon crawler. It's absolutely trash, to be honest. I played it, couldn't stand it. I'll get a little bit of footage of it playing on this CRT behind you. So you can see that the console works and everything, because we have tested it, cleaned it up and tested it. And let's put on top of there now, try and balance it. Watch, this is where it goes all horribly wrong. I'll tell you what, let's move these guys over here and let's stack them. Now, it's about time I think I found somewhere better to keep these games. But there we go, the first console in the £10 game collection. Let's pan a little bit there. First console in the £10 game collection with 3 cartridges as well. Not doing too bad, not doing too bad at all. So what are we going to do with this now? I am tempted to keep this console in the collection. The games I don't really like, so I'm going to flip those, hopefully make our money back that way, and then we can buy some better games for the Super Nintendo. But as it stands, you know, all of this for £10, I'm impressed. I didn't know how well this was going to go. I'm really impressed right now. And this is a good sign. This is a sign of things to come. So there we have it. We've got our first console in the collection, and it's a true retro console as well, the SNES. Now, as for the games themselves, I'd already checked out Dungeon Master before I went in with the offer, so it's mostly because of that game I went for this deal. If it wasn't for that game, I don't think it would have been as hot a deal as I was hoping it would be. A Super Nintendo itself can go for about 50 quid, and games these days can be found as cheap as £5 to £10. So if those games were in those kind of price range, I don't think I would have pulled the trigger on this one. But having Dungeon Master in there, which can sell between £40 and £50, I thought this was a fantastic deal. Now the thing about the games, like I said, none of them are ones I'm really that bothered about, that interested in. Dungeon Master is not a game that I like at all. I guess people that do like it love it, but I really can't stand it. Stunt Race FX, I could see how good that probably was back in the day, but these days I love my racing games, but that's not going to be a racing game that I'm going to go to play. And Weapon Lord, as cool as it looks, as great as the graphics are, and as cool as the characters are, I cannot play that game. I constantly get whooped in it. Now, it might seem crazy to be really happy that I don't like the games, but I'm actually really happy, because that means I'm really happy to sell them on and recoup some of these costs. So the plan is, and I'm hoping to keep the console itself, sell on the games, build up a bit more of a fund, and then hopefully at some point get some Super Nintendo games that I am interested in. And if I don't, then we've got a solid console there that can further fund the £10 game collection for some other purchases or other consoles as well. Either way, I am absolutely psyched that we've got a console in the collection and we can actually start playing some video games. Now the potential funds we have in this collection now are pretty decent, and I think if we flip those games we could end up with a great little wallet to be able to get some awesome purchases for the next episode. And I can tell you already, the next episode is going to be just as awesome as this one, because there might even be another console pickup in it as well. But if you want to find out about that, then you're going to have to wait till the next episode. And if you want to find out when that comes out, then hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you find out. In the meantime, be sure to check out some of the other episodes here on the Chronik Spartan gaming channel. There's loads of collection videos and loads of retro gaming videos, and there's even some PlayStation 5 stuff if you're interested as well. So once again, thank you for watching and see you next time.